Hello? Hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. How is it going today on this fine Monday? How are y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Hydration, you got it. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, sorry. It's been a long. Yeah, it's been long. I can't go into details, but got a lot on my plate right now. So. Oh shit, Goat Lad's dead. Tammy's probably dead too. Are you ready, fellas? I was going back and forth. I don't know how much energy I've got. And the Holy Grail War Sim does require a decent amount of energy on my part, which I can still put out. Or we can look at the memes in the React Angie chat that people sent. I'm going back and forth, and I was going to try and reset things, but I was then like, I mean, I've already scheduled this. I hate rescheduling shit. Yeah, we still got to get through those. Am I okay? I am okay. But I've already set this up. Have I gotten the fan art of the series? I've gotten some. I have gotten a little bit of fan art for the series. Some of the masters have been made. All right, let's get into it, fellas. I need music. Not Blatro Final Fantasy VII font. Yes. Let's do this. Did you know that today is National Panda Day? I did, which makes me wonder, who the fuck cares? China took all their pandas back from, I think, both America and Japan. So even if it is National Panda Day, I don't get to look at them. I'm happy that they get a day, though. Pandas are cool. Pandas are neat. All right. Let's get into this. Ugh. Today, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 5th part of our Holy Grail War Simulator. I've had to put a small pause on the creation of the engine I'm doing to make this myself, or the game I'm making this for myself, because things have gotten busy. So I'll be hopefully able to make more, get back to working on that soon. This week, if you've been looking at the stream schedule, is going to be... Whew. I may have put a little bit too much dip on my chip, if you will. We have today, we have the full work week of streams and then a Saturday stream. I might take the Saturday stream off, maybe. It'll depend on how I'm feeling. For now, though, we got to get through this. We have two more Sims, 2 more weeks of Sims before I do a full reset and revamp how we do this, where I'll be taking your suggestions on how we want to do this, some of your servant pairings, some of your things together, and then we will be working on it to make it cool. We'll be doing fan stuff and then some of my own as well. So if you would like to potentially have your set of servants appear, either leave them in the comments of the YouTube video or join my Discord and put it in the Holy Grail War Simulator thread under the React Andy chat. You know what I need to do? I need to make an FAQ for the server. The thread died, by the way. Let me see if I can't resurrect it really quick. It did die. What the fuck? People were active in it. There we go. It should be back now. I guess last comment was on the 11th, and I guess it just archived itself. That's fucking stupid. Thank you, Discord. You have all of this money. Maybe you're actually going through fucking money hits right now. Who could say? Whatever. Today, we have 2 groups left. Well, I'm going to finish my soup really quick. Today we have 2 groups left. We have the low tiers, and So They Blamed the Beasts. Let's decide what we're doing today, right now. Either one of these could be fun. Alright. Which means this week we're doing the low tiers, and next week we are doing And So They Blamed the Beasts. So, let me show you your participants. Can we bet on who wins after the masters are generated? No. I mean, we could. My concern with that, though, is that then we kind of, there being money on the line skews people's perception of fairness, if that makes sense. All right. Your low-tier servants are, for the Saber, Chevalier Deon. For the Archer, Oda Noukatsu. For the Lancer, Mary Anning. For the Caster, Mozart. For the Assassin, Phantom of the Opera. For the Rider,
But what if we blame the low tiers?
we have Bart. For the Berserker, we have Eric. One moment, we have a double Tammy happening. I think I know why it keeps doing this. I need to... Okay, let's see. We do that. Where is my save button? Whatever. Do that. Do this. What the fuck? I need these anime girls to stop yelling in my ear. No, ikimashou janai. This is like a fucking 18-minute long song. Then switch the beat. Motherfucker, I am trying to multitask. Forgive me. Yes, I'm switching the music. I can't do 3 things at once. Obviously, I'm gonna switch the music. All right. So, let me set this up. Saber. Is Daeon. Archer is Noukatsu. Lancer is Mary Anning. I think Mary is technically like the strongest of this group. Caster is Mozart. Assassin is Phantom. Rider is Bart. And Berserker is Eric. Alright. Good deal. I'm just saying it'll be Nobu or Bart. Wait, Scotty is a male? No. The next thing we pick is the master who they have. All right. So, time for master assignments.
Kennedy Perry's Emmy's sword against unlimited blade doesn't work.
Daeon's master is a man. Okay. Noukatsu's master is a man. Can I, like, turn off the music for this? How do you turn the music off? I know. Oh, it's right here. Sick. But I want to hear the clicks. Whatever. Mary Anning has a man. Okay, she's not going to be happy about that. Good to know. Mozart has is this gonna be the Sausage Party Holy Grail War? Okay. I didn't even. I don't even remember who the next person is. It's another man. Phantom has a man. No, there is no Christine here. Oh, there, the first woman. The first woman. Going to Bart, of course. Okay. And then Eric. Oh, Eric had... I hope Eric gets a man, because... if he gets a girl... Oh... Uh-oh. Gunhild's not gonna like that.
Now, does Bart's master have bangs?
Guys. Please. I've looked over and that's the only thing the chat has said since Bart came up. If almost every Holy Grail War goes wrong in some way, what way is this Holy Grail War fucked up? Isn't that what we're about to find out? Like, the last one, what was fucked up was that there was a fucking gorilla.
Banks could be their catalyst.
I mean, I guess. Alright. Now we gotta figure out what's wrong with them. Fellas. If you have any new If you have any new things you would like to add to the list, let me know. You know what? Here's a good one. Do I already have that one? I do, actually. No, Dead Apostle. No, that's too broken. That makes it completely and utterly unfair. Himbo Bimbo, very sexy. Chaldea staff. Chaldea staff is interesting, but I don't think it's going to be useful. I think that just means that they're a mage. Yeah, I think we have various different traumas that are in this. I think PTSD counts as trauma. Tree of Empty. Okay, well, you guys are genuinely not giving me anything other than shitpost ones, so we're just gonna roll with what we've got. Let's go. Let me shuffle this. All right, trait number 1 for the Master of Daon. Damn it! One of these times we're gonna hit that. All right. Obese. Next up. Okay. Fragile. Obese and fragile. Okay. And they're a klepto... Oh, Daon is gonna hate this guy. Oh, God. Well, Daon loses. That's crazy. A kleptomaniac obese man who's fragile. No, here's the thing. I'll shit on Americans all day long, but Americans are not fragile. We are a hardy group. Americans are notoriously hard to kill. A kleptomaniac is someone who compulsively steals things, yes. So, like, like, say you're just, like, I don't know. It's somebody who visits your house and they just, like, usually without thinking. It's not like, it's like a compulsion where they just, like, they grab something, they put it in their pockets, they walk away with it. How does this big, fragile guy... Well, I mean, being a big, fragile guy doesn't mean you can't be a thief. Isn't it difficult for obese people to be fragile? Not at all. An obese person can very much, like, have weakened bones. Alright, well, let's check Noukatsu. It's not even stealing for the love of the game, it's stealing through compulsion, usually. Yeah! Oh, baby, we got the one I wanted. So, chat, this one's actually a really fun one. This is the Familial Curse, which means that you get to spin the curse wheel. In the curse wheel, You have one of 3 potential curses. The Inugami Mochi,
I swear if this becomes a
the Rain
gorilla,
Man. Well, not a gorilla, but... What do we have? I will explain whatever the one... I do have an explanation for what this means for the person. I will explain only the one that it lands on. That's a good one. Inugami Mochi. So what Inugami Mochi means is that you have a dog spirit that helps you. However, it is constantly draining your life force away. So they are mochi. Okay, the Inugami Mochi, or as it would be translated as having the dog god. No, it's not mochi. It's mochi as in to have. And Inugami means dog god. So a real Barghest? No, because what this is it's a familial curse where someone in your family at one point.
like hand therapy, you mean magical rabies, need to put that pupil down.
What it means is that the person had somebody in their family who at one point had a dog, starved the dog, tortured the dog, left the dog to die at a crossroad. When it did die, cut off its head, burned its body, put the ashes in it, and now its spirit watches over the family for eternity. And it will help you at the cost of your life force. And there's no way to get rid of it. If it's in your family, it is in your family forever. You can't get rid of it.
That's very specific.
It's a Japanese curse. And so, can you like have the dog like not help you? No, it's there. So, he has a dog companion that is slowly killing him. Cool. Next up.
Goldman, I curse you with ligma for that information. So do you cast sad dog curse on others or your own bloodline?
Oh, it's a tanuki. It's a shape-shifting tanuki man.
What in the beast tamer?
It is a shape-shifting tanuki man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the lore is coming together with this one well. We need to see what this last one is, though. Erudite. I need to remember what this
the
means.
dog in him.
I need to remember what erudite means. It means someone who is
so
very
an origin
well...
could be they are somewhat related to Kashin Koji that fucks with Oda.
It is someone who is very, very well educated and well learned. Okay. Ooh, all of a sudden, this is like a favorite to win. So, here's the thing. Okay, so Tanukis are like amazing shapeshifters. This Tanuki very likely could take the form of Nobunaga. Yeah, this guy might... Well, you say it's OP, but remember, his servant is Noukatsu.
A distant relative to the Oda clan.
His servant is Noukatsu, who fucking sucks. Nobu, remember, Nobu fucking sucks. Alright. Mary Anning. Her master. Wouldn't the brother tell that it's an illusion? Depends.
Noukatsu is the strongest archer. I defeated the Grand Archer with him in 15 turns.
Another fragile. I love how sometimes when we do this on days like this, it'll just all of a sudden just like give us the same fucking shit over and over again. Oh god. Fragile. Homeless, goneless. Fragile, homeless. I do not accept Noukatsu slander. You don't have to accept it. It is the reality. Oh, bro is very homeless. Bro is incredibly... He's always been homeless. Okay. He was born in these streets. Okay.
I can see Mary Anning relating.
Interesting. Okay, this is a very interesting person. I think we figured out where his house went. Yeah, that explains why he's homeless. Yeah, he may have burnt his house to the ground, and he just keeps doing it. Okay. Well, Mary's got her fucking work cut out for her. This will be good. All right, next up, Mozart. Ooh, okay. Darkly curious, which means that they have an interest in no magic as well as dead bodies. Okay, I think Mozart would fuck with a taboo guy. Okay. Paranoid. So far, we're just making me. Oh, interesting.
Pain and suffering await you.
Sapphire Rosa, thank you for the 3
Good
years.
evening and happy 3 years of Goatman content to me. 3 whole years of great memories. I look forward to more shenanigans and antics Klitschborp.
As do I. Welcome back for 3 years. Here's to 3 more. Cheers to you. Much appreciated. Am I royalty? You know what? Technically speaking, yes. Technically speaking, I do. My lineage does have a direct line to a royal family, but I'm not going to talk about that because I'd be doxing myself. Isn't this a normal I don't think normal mages are royalty. Normal mages are like bums. A paranoid royal who is darkly... Is this Giles? This is Jill de Ray. This is just Jill de Ray. Like, straight up. Really? Yes, really. This perfectly describes the historical Jill de Ray.
To who Genghis Khan? You are not special if that's the case.
No, not Genghis Khan. It was a Western royal family. Not Prelati? No, not Prelati, because Prelati wasn't royalty. Prelati was a fucking bum. Alright, Phantom's Master. This person, I'm just gonna predict it, this person dies immediately. Ooh, maybe not. Marksman. So here's the thing. Why it would dox me is that we have written my family has written documentation tracing back like my heritage to a certain royal. Mind you, I don't think that country currently has a monarchy, and if they do, I'm almost 100% sure they don't anymore. So it's irrelevant, but you know. Yeah, baby! Let's get cursed! Okay, it's another curse. We gotta spin the curse wheel! Okay. Alright. Y'all know the drill. He also has the Inugami Mochi. Last up. I think this guy's gonna die. Mark of Doom. I predicted that this dude was gonna die. I think, alright. Next up. No, you don't get to say you. You take that back. I didn't ruin shit. I don't pick these. The wheel picks them. Curse fate, not me. Okay. Criminal is not inherently bad. In fact, with Bart as your partner, that's probably a good thing. Okay, criminal. Weirdly, I don't think that's that bad for Bart either, because isn't Bart Christian? Isn't Bart, like, really Christian? I'm pretty sure Bart is a Christian.
But do they have bangs?
I'm gonna everybody who asked that question, I'm fucking banning. I'm getting sick of this shit. Next up. That's not good. It's okay. It's Nuns on the Run. It's Nuns on the Run. Have any of you guys seen the movie Nuns on the Run? A Christian criminal? Oh yeah, yeah. I knew a pastor growing up who got gunned down in a police chase. I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's just things I'm thinking of. Moving on. Berserkers, Master of Berserker, Master of Eric Bloodaxe, the king with the bloody axe. That's not a good one to have with Eric, I'm not gonna lie. squeamish. That's a bad one. Okay.
Pain and suffering await you.
Okay, that's also not good. Hey, yo. Staff with the gifted sub, please be sure to say thank you if you got one. Incredibly kind. Thank you so much. Maybe one of these days I'll do the super cringe streamer thing and have like a thing at the bottom of my screen, like down here. That's just like the amount of subs I need to hit for the month. Maybe one of these days, but not today. Today we're paranoid. It's squeamish and paranoid. Yeah, this is. Virtuous. A goody goody. You know what? This girl's going to fucking die. This girl's going to die. You wanna know? I can already picture the scenario right now. This person summons Eric Bloodaxe and gets a glimpse of Gunhild's protective curse, and is just like, oh fuck. All right, let's name these people. I think you're getting full Australian internet. So far, I got no drop frames. All right, Master of Daon, the fragile, obese kleptomaniac. I like Mac. Mac's a good name for a big boy, if you know what I mean. That's a good big boy name, Mac. All right, Inugami Mochi, magically enhanced Tanuki and Erudite. Okay, this one has to be a Japanese name. Mary's master is just Chiema. Kind of, yeah. It is a man. What's a good Tanuki name that isn't like Ponpoko? What's that Tanuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! The XYZ? The fucking Yosenjus? What are they called? Are they Yosenjus? Yosenjos? Tom because of Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. Owie's a girl name. My mind blanks. We have to make names, man. I mean, Kamen Rider Tycoon is Tanuki Kewa. Thought Owie is a gender. No, Owie's primarily. I've never met a male Owie. I'm not calling them Kurimu. You know what I will call them, though? You know what a good Tanuki name is? Is Kuri. Do you want to know why? Kuri means chestnut. Like the fur, and also the delicious thing that they can eat. Alright, the double homeless pyromaniac. The incredibly homeless pyromaniac who's fragile. What's a good pyromaniac name? Felipe. I like Felipe. Darkly curious, paranoid royalty. What's a good rich boy name? What's a good, like, I'm a rich person name? This could be a good French person. This could be a good French. Ooh, I like Oswald. Oswald is a perfect rich douchebag name. My name is Oswald. All right. The sniper, the cursed sniper, who's into kids. Given again, Inugami Mochi. Implication with this is that they are Japanese. I'm here trying to think of, like, even if that one's even going to come up as, like, a trait that matters. I guess for Noukatsu it would. For Mary Anning, maybe. It won't matter with Phantom. Goatman checks. I swear to God, Arc. Bunbuku. No, we're not going Bunbuku. Also, fuck Magic Spectre. Fuck that archetype. He's so cut. No, we can't. I don't want to. I don't want to do any more, like, pre-existing IP names. What's a good Japanese name like this? Kenjiro. All right. The devout criminal. Okay, I need a good nun name. I need a really good nun's name. I need a good sexy nun name. Patience? What? No. I like Olivia. Olivia's a good nun name. And then the squeamish, paranoid, but virtuous person. Legally distinct Giles. Squeamish, paranoid, virtuous. It's a girl, so we're not going Bernie. What's a good name of someone who's just, like, can't handle anything and freaks out about nothing, but is still standing their ground anyway? That's good, Helga. That's good, Helga. We go with Helga. All right, fellas, we have our lineup. Gray's Ashcroft. What the fuck did it? I don't know why I try and control my chat with being like, hey, let's not do things that are IP related, because then you know what you guys are doing? IP. Show me IP. All right. Let's go. War starts. Ladies and gentlemen, the first night falls, and now, our first encounter. Mary Anning encounters Eric. All right, let me take a look at this. Mary Anning has the the homeless pyromaniac who's fragile, versus Eric, who has the paranoid, virtuous, squeamish person. Would these two potentially try and get along? I feel like paranoid probably makes that difficult for them to try and get along, right? I feel like paranoid would directly influence that, no, this probably would not make this work. Same thing with him being a berserker, probably wouldn't work, right? Paranoid makes alliance impossible. I'm not going to say impossible, but I will make it a 1 in 5 chance. Okay. Yeah, I think that checks. Eric would try to act friendly. Helga wouldn't. I do not think Eric would try. It's Eric. What? His ass is not acting friendly. His ass goes yada da 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 da. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're working with. Oh, I didn't even. I do have a graphic. I forgot about that. So let's take a look at what we're working with here. I think Pyromaniac definitely helps in this situation a lot. Because if you can do things that frighten the that's a good question. Would somebody who's squeamish have trouble with dinosaurs? Reanimated corpses of dinosaurs. Would somebody who is squeamish be okay watching dinosaurs that do start off as bones, as we see Mary Anning do, and then raise them from the ground, and then they become dinosaurs? I don't think that they could handle that. They don't look like corpses, though. They don't, but so they do kind of, they come out as fossils first. Like, she starts off with fossils, right? Dinosaurs are cool and knew a germaphobe who was obsessed. Well, germaphobe and squeamish are not the same thing. They're also paranoid. God, paranoid's such an awful one to have, because that means that you're getting along with nobody. It also means that when you see them do something, you're going to probably act in a rash way. But I do think that this person would put their faith into Eric. Eric is definitely the stronger, like the physically stronger of the two here. But Eric has like a bad matchup with this. Would it be unpleasant to see dino bones? See, that's the thing, is I imagine a little bit, but maybe not enough to matter. I do think that we're gonna see dinosaurs get reanimated, and then she's gonna panic and be like, we need to kill this thing. And I also think that Fragile, in the case of Fragile, it makes it the master more susceptible to taking damage. Can he suplex a plesiosaur? Probably. Fossils aren't bones, they're rocks in the shape of bones. Is that enough, though? Would someone paranoid be afraid of using all their command seals in fear? I do think that they, especially with the Berserker, I think that they would only ever use 2. Especially with a Berserker like Eric, who also has his wife, who is just, remember, Eric's wife is always watching from the ether and is actively looking for an excuse to get you out of the picture. So I would say that, yeah, she gets limited to 2 command spells unless shit gets really, really bad. Seijin Poon, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, you never want to run out of seals with a Berserker because they will fuck you guys up. Unless you're a guy. Well, even then, remember, I mean, I think that you're less likely to get got by Gunhild if that's the case, but remember, she didn't want Eric talking to anybody. Yeah, I mean, that is the thing, though, right? Is that the people who she brings back, or the dinosaurs that she brings up, are, I mean, they're Rio designed, but they do look kind of fucked up. The homeless man probably knows pyromancy. I would agree. It's definitely a firebender, if ever there was. Felipe's got that shit down. See, okay. I think that Helga, noticing that things are going bad, is going to fire off a command spell in desperation. Mind you, how many of you guys know what happens when Eric uses his Noble Phantasm? I'm gonna give it a 1 in. I'll give it a 1 in 3. Okay, yeah, all right, easy. That's pretty good. All right, it hits. Mary Anning is now worse for wear. But unfortunately, so is Eric, because him using his fucking thing hurts him, which probably causes the paranoid girl to act up a bit because of that. And I think that after this, both parties flee, injured, but, you know, injured but alive. All right, next up is Dayon. Against encountering. Oh, this one's interesting because these two would have known each other, right? At least in the lore of Fate, these two know each other. And we have the obese, fragile kleptomaniac versus darkly curious, paranoid royalty. I'm going to give this a solid 50-50 on the friend or foe thing. I think that them being able to recognize each other is a huge advantage for both parties. Did they not ever go to Germany, Austria region? I'm not quite sure. It's been a while since I did the research. I think so. They were definitely in Russia for a bit. Well, regardless, I think that these two have a high chance of meeting on the friendly terms. That's why I'm going to give it a 50-50 rather than a positive or negative. Oh, rather, I'm not going to do that because I feel like these are two very conflicting personalities. Mac and fucking Lord Oswald. Mac feels like he's a trucker. You know what I mean? I feel like Mac drives a Mac for, like, I don't know, for like FedEx. Mac is like a FedEx driver who also happens to be a mage. He just does it for the love of the game. He likes to travel. And then Lord Oswald is fucking royalty. I don't think that those two would get along, but the fact that they know each other probably makes this shit more difficult. Mac works for one of Oswald's companies? I could maybe see that. Okay, we land a friendship. I feel like that's fitting. These two I feel like would get along for a bit. So, he steals some packages. Ooh, that's good. He does. He steals some, well, maybe not packages. He steals things from, like, the freight where he won't get noticed, but he can still just, like, get the things that he wants. Okay. So these two are going to get along. So it's a truce or a ceasefire. I would say that this is a truce, if not a full-on collaboration together. I think that I feel like the servants would get along decently well. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Mozart and Daon, they don't hate each other. I think that it's like a little bit strained, but they have the common shared goal of Marie, right? What magic does Mac know? Probably like fucking Cosma magic from Konosuba where he can steal things. I would assume like pickpocket magic would be fitting for somebody like that. Yeah, I think the masters are trying to use each other for their own devices, and the servants are just getting along fine. So I think that's fine. I think this is good. Oswald constantly looking out for Mac. I guess, wait, isn't Oswald paranoid? He is. I think that the servants knowing each other and then being like, we can work with each other would ease the paranoia a bit, because then, yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Alright, cool. So those two are together for now. I will say this, every time they encounter one another again, though, I will roll an additional wheel for a paranoid check to see if they're going to be okay. Okay. As Eric's master is fleeing, they come into contact with Nobukatsu's master, the enhanced Tanuki. The very learned enhanced Tanuki. Now, I feel like these two would get along decently well. Probably, you know, same region of the world that they're both from. Nobukatsu can probably figure out, like, you know, what's going on with him. And the fact that this guy knows things about, probably knows a lot about Nobunaga, and it's just like, I would love for you to tell me more about your sister. I feel like these two would get along swimmingly. Because also someone like this would probably be like, oh, please do tell me more about... I would love to learn more about this from the expert. Definitely run with the flattery for Nobukatsu and get him into your good graces. Does Nobu have an NP that doesn't kill himself? I will say that is probably the biggest weakness, is I don't think so. I think that Nobukatsu, unless he has a Noble Phantaz, another one... I would say Kuri is definitely an okay fighter. I mean, he is a magically enhanced Tanuki, and Tanuki are, well, maybe not good at fighting, but definitely good at defense. He does have the little Nobu armies that are probably being enhanced by the Inugami Mochi, mind you, at the cost to Kuri. Let's roll. The friend or foe? Eric's master was paranoid, yes. I'll roll a 1 and 4, because there's a better chance that Kuri may have with convincing this person that they can get along. Or they see a golden opportunity to jump someone. I think that we see, as these people are fleeing, as Helga and Eric are fleeing from their fight with Mary Anning, maybe would have. Oh my God. Oh, I just thought. Oh, I think Eric loses this. Actually, Eric definitely is the better. They get caught off guard and shot at by Noukatsu, or have bombs thrown at them, which throws them off their game. And I can immediately tell you this would come at a cost to Kuti, but I can immediately tell you I know what they can do to fuck with them, and that's to sick the Inugami Mochi on the master. Sick the dog spirit on the master. I don't care who you are. See, do y'all know what an Inugami Mochi looks like? What the depiction of that shit is? Now, does the squeamish girl get fucked over by this? Yeah, it looks like your mom. Damn. This is too much dog indeed. What's up, Dilly? Good morning. Dog is perfect for a marksman hunting down a foe. Yeah, do you think a squeamish person gets fucked up by this? I would think so. If this thing just, like, popped up behind you and just growled at you, I think that would fuck them up. What the dog doing? I think that would throw them off their game when they would fire off another Noble Phantasm. But would they? Would they? Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give it a yes or no. It's straight 50-50, because this is where the paranoia kicks in. If I do it, then my servant could get hurt and it could miss. But if I don't do it, I could die. Fuck it, we're gonna try. Alright. Oh my. I'm gonna give it a 1 in 4. Fuck it, we ball. Let's go. It doesn't work. The Tanuki man. The Tanuki man is able to just blend in with the surroundings and just like get away from it, and Noukatsu is able to also get around it. And I feel like they don't even need to like fire off anything special. This person's freaking the fuck out because now everything's going wrong. God, Eric, why can you never win? Let's see. If they hit die, I'm going to roll an additional check. So I think Eric goes down, but I'm going to roll an additional check. I'm going to make it a 1 in 3. Gunhild's lingering curse on the person who killed Eric. I think this was just a horrible, horrible master matchup for Eric here. If this person gets cursed, that might fuck them up really bad. Okay, they're okay. I don't think Eric would die before his master here. Here's the thing. I feel like you're right, and I feel like that is going to be what kind of happens, though, is that the master is the one who gets killed here. I think Helga either gets killed or incapacitated. Yeah, regardless of whatever it is, they're out of the running. Damn, hate to see it. One of my favorites gone. Even though I think that he is stronger than Noukatsu, it's just such a bad pairing for Eric. Alright, next encounter. Bart, okay. Bart and... Damn, everybody. Bart versus Phantom. Okay. Marksman, Inugami Mochi, and a pedophile. Kenjiro. Versus the devout criminal who's hot-headed. Would these two get along? Okay, here's how I think this would go. Here's how I think this would go. I think...
Sir?
I think that Phantom's master is going to hang back. I don't think that... Well, okay, here's the thing. I don't think that they know that information, right? That's information that's not going to come out because these people are like, I don't know. Like, they don't know this stuff immediately. The reason why... Okay, and to kind of clarify, the reason why I think that the squeamish thing is so, like, known is because a squeamish person is very, very visibly squeamish. Unfortunately, there isn't a big hallmark to somebody being a pedophile. You know what I mean? Like, there isn't... Can we roll? No, we're not... No, I don't think so. So, unfortunately, I'm going to say unless he goes up against Noukatsu, I don't think that that's going to be a factor that matters. It's just an unfortunate reality about Kenjiro here. But here's how I think it's going to be. I think Kenjiro is going to sit in the back, maybe like up in some trees somewhere, and have Phantom use presence concealment and try and like blend in to just pretend to be a normal guy and approach them and see if they're willing to like work together. Maybe have Phantom pose as the master and be like, hey, would you guys want to work together? And because of that, I'm going to say it's a solid 50-50 on Phantom has presence concealment ranked A. Pretty good. Oh, should we bump it up then? Do we want to do a 50-50 or add another to an alliance? I think 50-50. Nah, I'm going to say I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to bump it up. All right. Got an alliance. Sister Olivia agrees to team up with Phantom, who then tells them that in actuality, you know what? I think they have to keep up the charade. I think that they're gonna have to keep up the charade. In fact, how about this? Ooh, it gets even better. Ooh, it gets even better. Phantom's master has the dog, the Inugami Mochi dog, that's slowly draining him, and says that this is the servant. And that they had summoned a different servant. What would be a good dog servant? Not like, well, maybe, okay, the Inugami Mochi that's there is Laika. Or just make some bullshit up and be like, yeah, it's a famous Japanese, it's Hachiko. It's Hachiko. It's actually Hachiko, and I kind of need your help because, I mean, he's not going to be able to do much. And so, I'm going to say Kenjiro is just playing it safe in the back. And they're none the wiser, so they're going to work together. Okay, let's go. Next encounter. Bart. Ooh, do we get a 4-way fight? But can't Bart say that it's not a servant? I don't think that Bart can tell, unfortunately, because the Inugami Mochi would presumably have magical energy around it. And it could be like, it's weak, but sure. Also, Bart isn't exactly like a master of deduction for those kinds of things, I wouldn't imagine. I think we have a 4-on-4 here, chat. Ooh. This is going to be Dayon and Dayon Mozart versus Bart and Phantom. I don't think that this would be a group that would try and team up with one another. In fact, I would go so far as to say that somebody like Mozart could probably deduce that Phantom is a servant. Mozart's kind of got the sauce like that. Mozart could probably figure out that's not a master, that's a servant, and that dog is not a dog, that's a demon. He has a skill just for that? Exactly. So I think that they figure that out, and they're like, oh, they're duping that girl. But who is the better team here to fight against? Bart... Bart's weirdly strong in this, actually, because these are all... I mean, I guess it's a Fate Grand Order thing, right? Where he does more damage to broad servants. So in theory, he'd be good against Mozart, but... Okay, so here's how I think this plays out. Mozart deduces that they're being watched pretty quickly. And it's just like, something's not right. And I'm just going to say the guy who's a marksman, he has a gun. He does have a gun, and he's got a bead on. He's got a bead on one of the masters. I would say, more likely than not, he's probably aiming at Mac. He's probably aiming at Mac because Mac is the biggest target, right? Unfortunately, Dayon is a bodyguard and could probably figure that shit out. And so here's what I think happens. I think that a shot rings out. Can Dayon intercept the bullet going for Mac right now? Let's give it a 50-50. All right. Bullet rings out. Dayon is able to react in time to get in front of Mac, block the bullet. This signals to Mozart that, okay, these people we're not fucking with them. We are going to do what we can to get at them. Which paranoid Lord Oswald here probably has a deep interest in what the fuck is going on with Phantom. Because he's darkly curious. He's like, okay, there's something going on here, and also the Inugami Mochi thing. That would definitely pick his interest, so maybe he wants to figure out more about that. So I think that they're going to probably go for Bart and not for Phantom off rip, because they're going to want to do... He's going to be like, I want to do experiments on that dog. I think that Mozart... Somebody mentioned that Mozart could probably do something about... somebody like somebody with the Inugami Mochi, probably actually. Yeah, well, Mozart's also a support. He's more of a supporty character. Like, he does music. That he's a bard. He's a bard, right? And so I think that he can buff Daon, who's naturally weak on his own, or on their own, rather. I don't think that Phantom's charming voice would work here. Daon has MREs and can't just beat Mozart with music. I think that the charming voice wouldn't be aimed at them, it'd be aimed at the masters, wouldn't it? Like, I mean, I imagine... Okay, so, Phantom is fucking crazy. Don't masters get some buffs from servants? Not really, no. I'm gonna say that Kenjiro is loading another shot and trying to get a beat on somebody else. Mozart probably counters the charm. Mozart's probably fine. I'm worried about Mac. I think that there's a recognition that Mac is the weak link here. Being, I mean, I hate to say it, but being both a big boy and very fragile. They don't know that he's fragile, but they know he's a big boy. Meaning that he's going to be a much easier target to get at than somebody like Felipe. Or sorry, somebody like Lord Oswald, who is, weirdly enough, royalty. I think... You know what I think? I think that while these guys are fighting, I think that we see Sister Olivia, who's hot-headed, get pissed about this, and we're firing off a Noble Phantasm. Doesn't work. I'm gonna give it a 50-50 because this is a fucking clusterfuck. Yes, it does. Can Max steal the rifle with his pickpocket spell? You know what? Let's find out. Yes, he can. Mac uses his stealing pickpocket spell and takes away Kenjiro's gun. However, in doing so, we see Bart's Noble Phantasm fire off. Alright. I'm going to roll for each person on how bad they are injured by this. Here we go. So we're going to start off. We're going to start off with Daon. Okay, it missed Daon completely. He's fine. Oh, they're fine. I'll roll for Mozart. Mozart managed to avoid it as well. Let's roll for Mac, who was distracted at the time. Okay, Mac gets pretty fucking hit, pretty battered by this. Okay. And how about Lord Oswald? Okay. So it missed both of the servants, but in the fray it managed to injure both of them instead. Both of the masters are now injured. And I'm going to say that because he's fragile, that's much worse for him. And so what I think is going to have to happen here, I think Daeon bails. I think Daeon's like, shit, we need to get out of here. And so I think to do that, I think that he's going to get the fuck out. Doesn't Mozart fire off his NP in a retreat? I think that they're going to both use a joint Noble Phantasm to get out of this. But I think that because both of their Noble Phantasms have lingering effects that are very negative for whoever they hit, I'm going to give it a 1 and 3 for these, for the lingering effects. I'll give this one for Daeon. No lasting charm, no lasting attack and defense down bullshit. And then for Requiem for Death, which is kind of like a curse if I'm remembering how it actually functions. No, okay, they're both gone. And now I'm curious. I'm gonna roll 2 more things. Do they leave together or separate? Do they leave as a group or are they leaving on their own? Okay, they're separate. So if somebody else comes up and jumps one of these people in the next roll, they don't have the buff from the other people. Now, did Mac drop the gun after getting hurt because he was fragile? I'm going to give it a 1. He's fragile, so I'm going to say it's a better chance that he did. Okay, he did. Meaning, Kenjiro gets his gun back. Alright, I'll be right back. Use the bathroom. Ugh. Anybody who bored me gets a 10-hour ban. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to move this one over here. We don't need that one anymore. Same thing. We're just going to close this one. All right. Next fight, or next encounter. It's Bart. Okay. Oh, they chased him down. My goat Mac has been robbed. He's about to get robbed. I'm gonna say that these two, in a hot-headed split, made the option to not stick with Kenjiro and Phantom and ran after this dude on their own. They also probably didn't make it that far because, you know, the obese and fragile thing. Now, Olivia is a criminal, so she's got a bit of a hardened background. In a one-on-one, I guess Daeon's not injured. Fucking Mac is injured. I don't think. Oh wait, I need to also update this. Update this. I am curious. I feel like Bart is not going to fight with honor and is going to aim for Mac. And I also think that Olivia, Sister Olivia, while she is devout, is more like, you are the weak link here. I think we're going to go for you. I don't think Bart and a devout would attack an injured man. I think a devout criminal would, yes. A hot-headed devout criminal? This is the, oh, you want to fuck with me? You try to fire off your stupid-ass Noble Phantasm, you thought it was going to work, you piece of shit? Let me show you to God. Daeon is very good at protecting, though. That is true. So while they would aim to get Mac, I think that they would have to get through Daeon first. Set to God, same day shipping. God forgives, but I do not. Alright, I think that... Does Daeon charm work? Daeon tried to charm earlier and it did not work. And, I mean... we could have Mac do a desperate attempt to... This is a 2v2, but one of the groups is crippled. Right. Mac, I'm going to say, is, like, nearly incapacitated because fragile and injured means that he's pretty fucked up. I think that we're going to see Bart... I think that we're going to see Bart maybe come out on top on this. Unless we want to see... Ooh. I'm going to say because he's injured that this has less of a chance to... Oops. I'm going to say it has much less of a chance of hitting. He is going to try and make a desperate attempt to steal Bart's weapons. Nope. Alright. Well, fellas, I think we get to roll our first survive or die. Could he steal the command seal? See, I don't think so. Can an ally save? I'm going to say no, and you want to know why? I'm going to say no, and do you want to know why? I'm going to say that he does not because he's paranoid and he's going to think that he was in on it the whole time. I'm going to say that Lord Oswald thought that Mac had figured out a way to fuck with him and that he was trying to get at him, and that's why he didn't come to save him. I'm going to say that the paranoia actually plays into that. Alright, I'm going to say Mac isn't dead, but Dayon goes down. And you know what? I would even say that because she is a holy woman, Sister Olivia will heal Mac, so that way he doesn't die, but also knocks him the fuck out so he doesn't get to participate for the rest of the war. But Dayon is out. No, I don't think that stealing command seals is gonna work. And if I did, okay, you know what? Do we want to do this? If we're gonna do a steal for a command seal, no, it's not. Drags his ass to the church. Has Bart put him in a fucking dinghy? Just kicks it into a fucking church somewhere. All right, next fight. Oh, if it's Phantom Mozart, that'd be interesting. Yeah, that might also answer like why he couldn't come to help out. Yeah, Dayon is gone. Oh my god. We're really finding out why Lord Oswald really couldn't come and help. Phantom is chasing this dude down, and he's got his gun back. Able to hunt him down really easy because of that dog. Mind you, I'm going to say because time has passed and we're using the dog twice. He's got one stack of curse buildup. Yeah, they literally split up and chased them down. Oswald himself is pretty injured. Mozart is as well. No, Mozart I think is fine. Phantom versus Mozart, though, is kind of strange. Because I think Mozart has the advantage here, doesn't he? Because Mozart kind of dispels what Phantom does. Because Phantom's all, like, I mean, a lot of his big attacks are music-based, and Mozart just kind of shuts those things down. So here's the question. Do they aim for Oswald instead? Alternatively, oh god, chat, do we want to go down this route? Do we want to go down this the combination route of this one and royalty? Could a bribe happen? Do we see a potential bribe from Lord Oswald to try and get them on his side? He is a royal after all. He has the connections. He has the influence. I'm gonna do it a 1 in 3 chance that this works. Art of the deal? I don't think so. Okay, well that didn't play out in his favor. And he's just like, I can give you anything. He thinks about it for a second. He's just like, yeah, I don't trust the royalty. I don't trust the crown. And you know what? Valid for it. I guess here's the issue, though. If Mozart is dealing with Phantom and trying to keep Phantom at bay, I think that Mozart can beat Phantom. However, I think that Kenjiro, who is still hiding, I'll keep in mind, is still trying to keep his distance. Is if Mozart's busy, we're gonna do a snipe check. One in 3 snipe check. Grazes him. Okay. I still think that Phantom would go for the Master, but I think that Mozart kind of shuts him down pretty hard. I feel like Paranoid would help against being sniped. I feel like Paranoid would mean that if you got shot at again, the next shot is going to be less likely to hit. Because now he has defensive shields up. Like magical defenses up to prevent him from being hit. So I think that he's... I'm going to roll to see how badly does Phantom get hurt in this altercation. Okay. Fuck everything. Fuck everything that we know about servants. Fuck all of this shit. This is a song. This is Into the Sky from Beautiful Katamari. Not only does he survive, literally all of fucking Phantom, or all of Mozart's shit, missed. His magic resist actually kicked in and it missed. Alright, so now let's see what Phantom does in retaliation. These people fucking suck. Okay. They're gonna split up. Everyone leaves unscathed. Next up. Okay, Phantom. I swear to God.
This the fucking Miss Holy Grail War.
Oh, interesting.
Yay!
FunkyBird100, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Okay, so we have a tired out Phantom. He's been in 3. This is his 3rd altercation in a row. We've already got some curse build up here. Now he's up against the Tanuki man. Oh, here's the thing, though. Would a sniper work against Noukatsu? Yeah, Mary's been fucking jacking off in the corner with her fucking pipe. They've been burning down the fucking town. They're just having a grand old time. In fact, I'm just going to say that slowly but surely, the town that they're in is on fire. Isn't this a dogfight? The dogs are going to come into play. I don't think that Noukatsu... Also, don't forget that Noukatsu is very smart. Yeah, he's a master... If Noukatsu had a real Noble Phantasm, this is genuinely the best pair that it could be. What are their yeah, it's just a kaiju fight going on. Headcanon Felipe is gay? Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So these two just get along. Like, they're not... There's no sexual anything between them. They're just two gays having a gay old time, if you will. Okay. God, I think that they are able to figure out what's going on. I'm gonna do a sniper check. We are going to do a sniper check. However, I'm gonna say this is a much weaker sniper check because of both the exhaustion and the fact that these are people who would probably be able to get around it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that... Could the Tanuki disguise as a child for assassinations? They could, but again, this isn't exact... Oh, wait, I just realized. This is the one matchup where that matters because it's Noukatsu. So he's going to probably act a bit more rashly. In a way to maybe try and get...
Noukatsu, you will have to kill this man.
He offers an alliance. Okay. Now here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. I think that they agree to an alliance with this person. But what have I done? I set this up so that they can murder this guy. Remember, these are both incredibly intelligent people who recognize that this is a weak target who they can take advantage of. And the moment that they have their back turned, they're probably gonna fucking kill them. So I'm gonna say that the next opportunity that presents itself there, we're gonna roll a assassination throw, which could be right now. Here's Phantom versus Mozart catches back up. Okay. So Mozart's back in the fight. So now it's Mozart, Noukatsu, and Phantom. Ooh. I think that we can... I think that they can actually kill Mozart here. Because Noukatsu should be able to deal with Mozart decently well. I think that the combination of both Phantom and Noukatsu is probably enough to overwhelm Mozart. Let them catch a break. I don't control who gets picked. You can't blame me. Alright, I think we're going to do a Desperation Noble Phantasm. They're still pretty battered, though. So close. It does not work. However, it is a curse-giving noble phantasm. All right. So because of that, because it missed, here's what I'm going to say happened. This is the one that applies to Phantom. Okay, Phantom gets hit with a light debuff from the whiffed Noble Phantasm. Meanwhile, Noukatsu. Altogether, it's a very minor debuff to it. Okay. So it missed, so these are both like very, very minute, but are noticeable. I think that we have to roll the survivor die wheel. All right. Mozart gets away. And now, as Mozart runs away, let's do it like this. These are our options as they try and line up an assassination against Phantom. Either they get the assassination off, it doesn't, or they try it and it doesn't work, or they don't try anything. While Phantom's back is turned. By a hair. While Phantom's back is turned. Noukatsu slips a bomb into his pockets. Bang. Oh, I'm going to do one more thing, too. This is aimed at Lord Oswald, by the way. Alright, well. Phantom, thanks for playing, but you are out of the running. So I'd say Noukatsu's pretty winded. No, maybe not, actually. They didn't really do too terribly much. He's a little bit debuffed, but that's just kind of it. Bart is probably doing okay. Mozart is... At next encounter, Mozart probably dies if he gets picked, like, right away. Like this. Junk, I got bad news for you, homie. You keep betting on losing horses. And they're like, we're going to finish him off, and now we're coming back for you. Noukatsu, goddamn, is this the... Yeah, this is the fucking... Kuri is the main guy. I'm going to say he's not had to use the Inugami Mochi to get him out of any, like, big bad situations yet either. So I don't know if I'm going to give him a stacking curse just yet. All right. I think that they just have the advantage. I think that we may see. No. He's paranoid, so he wouldn't use his third command seal. Could he bribe? That's the thing, though. I don't know if he could. I don't think that he could bribe them with his royalty. I don't think that he could. I don't think that his royalty matters to these people. Because as far as Noukatsu is concerned, the only royalty that matters is Nobunaga. And Kuri, who's very smart, would probably play into that as well. Be like, sorry, bud, whatever you have does not matter. What is the Tanuki gonna do with the money? I don't know, buy fucking, like, soda. Eat rice. Have a good time. Oswald could use dark magic or some artifact. Ooh. Do we want to give Oswald an emergency artifact? But it comes with a price. If he gets the emergency mechanism... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Oswald presents a mysterious box. No. A mysterious figure, a mysterious clay figure, and attempts, he grabs a knife and he cuts his hand open, and he drops the blood on the clay figure, and it animates. What does it do? These are your options. Why? It's a cursed artifact. Do you want the effect to be good? Does nothing? Does nothing's a good one. Kill the enemy and no, I'm sorry, but like it's a cursed art. You are selling your soul to a demon. Oh, that's the that may be the worst one. That may be the worst one for him because now it also fucks with him forever. It doesn't do anything. It grows to it grows to a size and then just freezes and does nothing. Yeah, Timu Demon. the Timu Demon, it didn't do shit. This is a fucking jobber behavior in this war. Look, he's a royal. I don't know what to tell you, man. He grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. He didn't have to earn or do anything. Fuck this guy. Yeah, I'm going to say that we're rolling the survive or die wheel on that. Because I think that Noukatsu just, like, has it here. It's a 1 in 3 now. Insane. He gets away again. He's gonna run. What's gonna happen? It's gonna land on him. Okay, hold on. Noukatsu's back. Who does Noukatsu run into? Mary Anning. Mary Anning with the fragile homeless pyromaniac. Here's the thing. I don't think that they've exerted that much energy, so I'm going to say that they're not that tired. Would these two form an alliance? I think that these two have a chance at forming an alliance. I'm gonna say a 50-50 friend or foe. Doesn't seem like they want to be friends, though. Dude, the She Is Here has been broken for months. I just removed it. I'm sorry. Alright, so these two are engaging in a fight. Fire magic may not be good against fucking Nobu. I feel like Noukatsu does not care about things being on fire. However, okay, this is this is actually kind of a very funny fight. Which is stronger, chat? Mini Nobus or dinosaurs? The mini Nobus are pretty strong. Oh, chat. Do we want to try something? I'm gonna try something. With the power of the Inugami Mochi, and knowing who this is, because he's erudite, and Mary Anning is actually weirdly famous in Japan, knowing who this is, Kuri commands the Inugami Mochi, who's eating away at him, to take the form of her dog that died and try and distract her. Because she would get distracted by Trey. She would get distracted by seeing Trey. Because she does really love that dog. That's insane. Okay. Does she have the dog with her already? Exactly. But she thinks it's hers. And so she runs off to go and get to it. Meaning, Mr. Pyromaniac here isn't necessarily alone, but is vulnerable for a moment, which I would say gives Noukatsu and the magically enhanced Tanuki an opportunity to attack. So, let's roll the wheel. Alright, the master gets pretty fucked up before Mary Anning comes back. They're not pretty fucked up, they get injured. Well, actually, no, they're fragile, so that gets exacerbated, so yeah, pretty fucked up. Sorry, I don't see how Mary Anning would trick by this. Her dog is right beside her. It's a ghost dog. I'm assuming I would make the assumption that these are things that are being taken into account and that it worked. Because it rolled and she got tricked by it and it worked. I'm sorry that this isn't realistic enough for you. Much in the same way a person who is dubbed a marksman took a shot at a morbidly obese man twice and it missed. How angry is Mary for getting tricked? Angry enough that I'm going to allow her to throw out her noble phantasm without a command spell. But because it was without a command spell, well, I'm thinking that, okay, that one missed, and now we're going to actually use one. Let's actually use one, and because we're now using one as more clear mind, let's 50-50 this. Can't say I didn't try. No one can say I have it out and that I'm trying to favor this archer. I'm giving this person, that is about as good as I can give them for it to be fair. So that misses. I don't think that Noukatsu has the capabilities to actually finish them off, though. So here's what I'm going to roll next. If it's stay and fight, Mary Anning is getting a bomb on her head. Okay, they get out. Noukatsu doesn't have any offensive capabilities, which is why he summons other things to do the offensive stuff for him. Okay, so they get away. They get away for now. Next up. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, that's actually not bad. That gives Mary time to heal. This is giving Mary some R&R, relax. Giving, I'm going to now reduce this down to just injured. Yes, I think that if he's in another fight immediately after this, there's a good chance that he's not at top performance. Meanwhile, these two hunted him down again. Be like, oh, we aren't done. I didn't hear no damn bell. I think that the hot-headed criminal nun is like, I am sick of y'all. I'm firing off a noble phantasm. And given that this has been I'm just going to assume that they've been chasing after each other this whole time, given that it's just been the same fighters over and over again. It's a 50-50. Does this hit? All right, let's roll the wheel. Just like that, Lord Oswald is down. But let's play a game for the Mr. Darkly Curious here. These are your options. Mr. Darkly Curious happened to have a cursed object that may or may not actually work. But does it? Lord Oswald swaps souls with Mozart, takes control of the body, and vanishes. Now, I'm going to say that he is not long for this world. I'm going to give him a countdown. These go away. He doesn't have these anymore. If he doesn't get picked in 3 turns, he just dies. He has to win this in 3 turns. Which means everyone else has to die in 3 turns. Okay. Mary's here. He's immediately getting run up on by Mary. I don't think that he can do anything against Mary. I think he's just going to die. Mary has low luck. Requiem is super effective. All right, let's try a Requiem. Let's find out. despite the fact that he did what he could to stay alive, I'm going to say that, well, just because you took control of the servant body does not mean that you actually can control it. This is him taking control and then dying in the process. Because he doesn't understand how to pilot it. He wants to do all these things. Demonic shit coming out, and nope. He just burns up trying to use all that magic. He finally gets to tap into the demonic powers that Mozart holds, only to be killed by them. Sorry, Oswald. Mozart was blessed by the god of music. Oswald was not. Next up. Barry, who just had a run-in with him, being like, what the fuck was that about? Oh god, they're giving Noukatsu prep time. Man, these villains ain't shit. Alright, well now it's Mary Anning with her gay pyromaniac homeless fragile friend who is injured versus the hot-headed criminal nun Sister Olivia. Oh, wait, I need to also update Sister Olivia here. Would... Is Noukatsu Batman for you to be afraid of him having prep time? Well, the longer that Noukatsu has, the more mini Nobus he can make. In theory, right? Because he uses them. He's able to generate them. So he can make a literal army, and if, say, I don't know, Mary Anning's on top, he can send the little gakis to fight the dinosaurs. I was thinking who Holy Grail war in a place like Mexico would be. I think Mexico is one of those places where association has no power because Mexico is the home base of the church. Ah. What about a team up? I don't think so. These two have fought each other already. I think that what we're going to see... Here's what I think we're going to see. I think that Mary Anning... I think that her master... What's his name? Felipe. I think Felipe is going to try and do something outrageous. We're going to use a command spell to unleash a very special noble phantasm. In fact, we're going to use 2 command spells to unleash a very special noble phantasm. All right. God damn it. Three fucking attacks that 2 good, really awesome attacks that could have been. We get the normal Mary Anning Noble Phantasm. Okay, well, all my fellas run up and start trying to take out Bart. I think that Bart has to retaliate with a Noble Phantasm. And I think that because there's so many dinos, here's what we're gonna have to do. How well can he aim his fuck-ass cannons? Let's find out. Oh my god. Bro is a fucking sharpshooter. Okay, Bart, I see you. I see you being racist against the fucking 1 to 2 stars. I'm gonna say that wipes out all of Felipe's noble all of his fucking command seals. What the fuck? I mean, it's wiping out hers as well. Here's my accuracy when you fire 100. I mean, I guess. So then, I guess the question is, Mary Anning has a mixture of lightning magic empowered by fire magic from Felipe. Bart has no real magic, but he's got a gun and the healing factor of a church member, or of a presumably like a clerical type. So like, I guess the lightning is pretty scary, but presumably Olivia has like dispel magic-esque effects. If those were fire dinos, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I agree, but they weren't. Look, that was entirely more so in the favor of doing something cool for fucking Mary and Felipe. That was me 100% bending the rules of reality to give Mary and Felipe a really cool outcome. In the world, the universe said no. But it said, we are going to let Bart shoot literally every dinosaur with his cannons. And because of that, I think Bart comes out on top. So, Mary Anning, survive or die. Bro, it is almost midnight. Okay. Next fight. It's Bart again. Mind you, he's pretty worn out now because he didn't just fire. He's been through a lot. He caught back up. Okay, well. Game said run it back. Okay. She cannot catch a break. She's just on the run. I mean, they run away from Bart and immediately into a trap by Noukatsu. I can't imagine what she can do to even fight this. They're ambushing her. This is actually outrageous. She is dodging and weaving to get out of this shit. They are on the red. We're getting EX gay luck right now. You are seeing gay panic in action. They caught her off guard, but she's like, I ain't dead yet. Who's the Batman of Fate? That's a guy called Kamazotes. Alright, Bart's recovering a little bit. He's getting back up on his feet. Got it. Okay. Noukatsu versus... Okay, they get more Noukatsu with even more prep time. Then there's Bart again. You know who didn't get any rest time? Mary Anning running from Bart. You know what? Because of how much she's been dodging, I'm gonna give her one fucking crazy thing. I'm gonna let her fire off one massive lightning bolt. She's been charging this. She's been like rubbing her fucking slippers on the carpet, and she turns around all of a sudden with her hammer, and she strikes the ground. Who does it hit? Hits Bart. Hits Olivia. Gotta have the hits Felipe. Hits nothing. Hits Nobu just for the fun. Well, Nobu isn't here anymore. They're off doing their own. They're like watching from afar, being like, God, how does she dip and weave so well? Trey is her dog. Trey is her dog, not the master. Her master is Felipe. Trey is the name of her dog. I'm just gonna add an extra count on that. Good question. Why is that an option? Phony. But Trey is so short. Why did Arc? Look, I don't know, man. I just push the buttons. Well, I think that she kills herself in that instance. Well, fellas, I think Noukatsu with a lot of prep time and his magically enhanced Tanuki Master are pulling up on Bart with an army, and he does not have the firepower to gun them down. While Noukatsu may not have the offensive capabilities of his own, having had a significant amount of prep time, along with someone who has the cursed dog and has been pretty much observing this war more than anything, I think that they just have the outright advantage. So I think, unless anybody can come up with any excuse as to how Bart pulls this off, I don't think that him aiming and trying to shoot Cootie is gonna work. Felipe walks off in the distance with a burning city in the back. He's like, yeah, I did what I got what I wanted done, so you know. Well, that's the thing. He was able to shoot the army because he uses Noble Phantasm, and right now he didn't have that as a luxury. They're out of command spells. I will roll. Against the Nobu army. They're just firing blindly. These are your options. That master should be dead by now because of the mana drain. It's a magically enhanced Tanuki. He's fine. He's literally a phantasmal magical creature. I don't think he cares about the mana cost. He can probably draw the mana cost from nature. Bart is a fucking incredible shot. No one's allowed to ever shit talk Bart again. What the fuck is this dude's aim? The Inugami that's taking out life force, not mana. It's not the same thing. Yeah, Bart is fucking crazy. He has the power of God on his side. I just read through Bart's hype moments and aura achieved. Bart is just like dodging shit. He's like, I am not giving this shit up at all. Well, it does even things out a lot. See, that gets rid of almost all of the combat capabilities of the Noukatsu side. Meaning Bart could pull this off. In fact, I'm going to say that the Inugami Mochi, he probably needs to pull something off with this. I'm going to say that he tries to sick the Inugami Mochi not on Bart, but instead on Olivia. Let's see how badly. Okay, severely injures her. Am I spelling this wrong? I guess I am. But here's the thing. We're now at curse buildup 2, meaning that this shit is now, like, really hurting. So he's now in a much worse spot than he was before. So both of these masters are very... I'm going to say as soon as we can get... after 3, the master is functionally incapacitated. Yeah, these two are kind of just like going blow for blow, punch for punch. I think... Yeah, I think this boils down to it being just straight up who's going to win between Bart and Nobu in a one-on-one, and I think it goes to Bart. I think it goes to Bart. So we can do this one of two ways, chat. I can either leave it completely up to chance and do it something like this. Giving Bart the advantage in this, and then Nobu has a slight chance. Yeah, I think this is fair. Let's see. Bart has been landing these shots left, right, and center, and pulls out the gun, quick draws, and shoots Noukatsu in the head. And he goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for the 5th Holy Grail War Simulator is Bartholomew Roberts, the luckiest against all odds, the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. And as a reward, Olivia drops her hair down over her eyes. And then the two kiss like that Yoshi kissing Toad meme. Here's the thing, I don't think that would work, because Noukatsu knows, right? And even though it would be like cool in the moment, it would be like one of those things you'd be like, I don't know if that would, I think that actually piss him off. Yeah, Bart won. Bart pulled it off. There you go. I need fan art of Bart and the nun, the hot-headed nun, as our champions. Congratulations. Fellas, if you would like to see your groupings of servants show up in one of these, we do these on, I'm not going to say every Monday, but most Mondays we will be doing these for the foreseeable future. Leave your pairings of servants down in the comments below. My only ask is that they have something that connects them all together, and that they're of a somewhat equal power level. That's it. Everything else is fair game. For now, though, it is past midnight. This is a fucking 2.5 hour stream. Is there a Discord thread for the wars? There sure is. I will try and set up like an FAQ thread somewhere that will direct people to these things, the way that people can get to them. If not, if you're just on YouTube, leave a comment on the VOD or video when it drops. For now, though, I'm going to bed. Y'all have a good night. Peace out, pick love. Bye-bye. Congratulations to Bart, once again. Bart and Sister Olivia.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.
Sir? ASIC, Nano Mei in Niners, Hu Yanzhou, wife.